So guys, welcome back to Remove Before Race, and today is the press drive of the all-new AMG C63 E Performance. Fateful day that we've all been waiting for. And today is actually the first time that we're going to show you some behind the scenes of how do AMG do these press drives. It's going to be really interesting. There's going to be some laughs along the way. And we'll also show you exactly what goes into the traveling, the arrangements, like the hotels, the tracks, the different specs that you get available. How do they arrange everything? What do we have to deal with in terms of timekeeping and everything, A to Z of how press strips work. I think you're going to find it really fascinating. So to start, let's join us back home at an ungodly hour back in the UK before we arrive here in Malaga in Spain. So guys, today's episode of RBR is once again sponsored by my favourite wallet company, The Ridge. But wait, this isn't about wallets. They don't just make wallets anymore. They've taken their same attention to detail to other products now. For example, they've just introduced what is the Ridge Ring and the brand new Ridge watch that I cannot wait to show you. So guys, I've got a full selection of the Ridge rings here. It comes in a nice rugged box, as you can see here. We're going to start with the one that matches our wallets best, which is the 3K carbon fiber. Every ring has a beveled edge and then a convex inside to make it super comfortable, as you can see, and is designed to really work with you regardless of what you're doing, whether it's heavy duty work or just casual wearing. And then every box comes with an extra silicone ring as well. There's a ton of different styles, like this gorgeous navy blue with the chamfered edge, and it's got some real heft to it. Speaking of heft, this one, the gold, I did not expect to like this one as much. And they have this amazing lost and resizing protection plan. So even if you lose your ring, or you gain or lose weight, you get the option of 2 future exchanges for the same ring. How brilliant is that? So guys, that's the new Ridge ring, available in a host of different materials with that replacement plan as well. Is pretty cool. Now, you can get 40% off. If you go to my link, make sure you use the link. It's ridge.com/RBR. My code won't work, so you need to use the link, which is ridge.com/RBR, and you'll get 40% off up till the 22nd of December. So perfect for the holidays. Can't recommend this enough. I can't wait to show you more of the watches as well. Please do support our regular sponsors. You've seen how much we've used these guys because they're awesome. Now, back to the episode. Right guys, so it's currently 3:40 a.m. You can hear my voice croaky. Local calls aren't even working at this time. Flight is at 6. Poor Jamie lives about 1.5 to 2 hours away, so he woke up 1:30ish. He's going to be here any second. He's probably abusing me on the way. No doubt had a monster already.
Morning.
I need a coffee. Look at the enthusiasm on my face. Oh wait, I think he's here. Brought a proper C63. Ha! Shall we bend this off? Yeah, go home. As you can see, Jamie's brought a proper C63 to the proceedings. We will, however, be taking BMW UK's X3 M to the airport, because why? So Jamie, on an enthusiasm scale of 0 to 10, how enthusiastic are you about this trip?
Ask me in an hour.
So also 0. Glad we're on the same page. Let's get going. See what I tell you guys. He can't operate without a bit of monster, can he? It's like flipping. Oh, thank you. Lewis version. Will this make me a better driver?
No.
Nothing will it?
Nothing will.
No. So we arrived at Heathrow for our first of 2 flights to get to Malaga. It's the first scheduled flight of the day, it's so early. But first, it's time for an RBR press trip video. Well, Jamie can't start the day without his monster. For me, the staple of a press trip at RBR is a lovely bit of Costa coffee. So predictable. Ah, perfection. Now the day can begin. Oh, Jamie, look, it's the exhibition only store.
Oh, wow. Can't get anything in there.
Love it. We then rush through security and into duty free, and then to the lounge, but we only have 10 minutes because we're running a little late. 10 minutes to stuff our faces because our flight is the first of the day. So, guilty pleasure. Business lounge. Let's go on then, go on. Cheers. So we've got quite a trip today. We have to get to Zurich first, then from there to Malaga, hence the early flight. By the way, business class and trans-European flights means just the empty seat.
Good.
That's business class. That's premium. And there's a curtain back there. We call it the peasant curtain. The peasants sit behind it, and we don't mix with the peasants. Pro tip. Am I allowed to say it? No. Said it anyway. Can't take some people on flights. Shameful. So we're on our way to our second flight. This is by no means a normal press trip, right? Normally you go from your first destination to your second, then you start work. This is a Sunday, and by the time we get to Malaga to do the C63, we would have travelled for 7-8 hours already. Well, really irregular. 90% of the work is going to be today. So, yeah, onwards. We then leave for Zurich and finally arrive in Malaga 3 hours later. Arrived in Malaga now. C63s are all waiting outside. Now, one of the main reasons I love this airport is standing right in front of me. Malaga to the rescue. And they do something that we don't even do in the UK, which is a medium-sized flat white. Costa fans will be going wild right now across the screen. Now, time is short. It's 1 o'clock. Let's go and pick up our C63. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Whenever we leave the airport on these trips, there's always someone holding a sign waiting for us, and then we head off to our first stop, which is within the airport itself. So AMG actually have their own little station here in the airport, which is again very common part of press trips. And you can see, there we go. Welcome to the press test drive in Malaga. Waiting for me here is my name. We always get one of these lovely luggage tags, which I love. We've got a collection of them now, and it's great to have that as kind of a souvenir piece. Goes on your luggage. Cars get booked out, keys and phones, etc. Do get presentations here from the press guys as well. At every press trip you also get suggested routes which are loaded up into your navigation. So for example, we've got a road straight to Ascari, 1 hour 15, which is the purple one. We've got like a longer one, which is E Performance, which goes along the bottom, more twisty roads, and then at Ascari there's a more handling focused route. So it's really good. It gives you an idea of what the car can do locally in a short space of time, which we always have only a few hours to do this stuff, but it's really well planned by these guys. And then nibbles and bits if you want it as well, but we're not interested in any of that. We're going to grab our car and we're going to go outside. Jamie, the brownie's saying something. Can you hear it? Eat me. Did you hear that? You must oblige. Me too. Yum. So once again, this is typical setup for press drives. I found which we can choose either the routes on here or whether Jamie or I are driving. You got the key. And then back here, the selection of cars. We have of course chosen that beauty. Let's get a closer look at it. Oh, weaken the knees, look at that. That's sexy. Magno graphite grey, full aerodynamic package, carbon. Even with 4 cylinders, it'll make your knees go weak. That is properly tasty, isn't it? Look at that. Oh, perfect colour for the C63S, which actually we haven't had this colour in the saloon ever, so that's nice. Sitting under the AMG flags there. So you've got aerodynamic package down here that you can see. Extended lower splitter, different type of aero front air intakes. The beautiful Voltbach badge like I put on my car. And of course night package, so dark chrome grille, etc. They're very clever AMG. they didn't give you keyless entry so that the door handles wouldn't have those chrome bits and everything closed nicely. Mercedes really need to sort that out and just give you keyless with coloured door handles. But look at that. Oh, that is... Look at the rear spoiler. How large it looks. That's a big rear spoiler. That is big. That's tasty. Just try and tell me your knees don't go weak looking at that. I know it's 4 cylinders, but that looks special. But that's not very big, is it? Look at that. Oh dear. That's because of the AMG Performance battery in there. How much are we going to be able to fit? Let's find out. Jamie's bag. Oh, it's all getting a bit tight now. And then my AMG bag, and that's almost at capacity, but alright, not too bad, I guess. Now, before I start this up and show you the inside, which I will do, let me show you the other spec, which is a lovely wagon. Oh boy, look at that. What a lineup. You know, on first look, it really does look so similar to the GT63 S, the new C63 S. So that front end, very, very similar. And the way they've configured these really reminds me of the 205. Very clever press when configuring these cars. But even the estate looks so good, doesn't it? I said to you guys in the video, I really like the estate. I think they've done a fantastic job with it, and I don't think that I was wrong. That's a stunning looking 680 brake horsepower wagon. More powerful than the RS6. Is it going to handle as good? Find out on track very soon. But yeah, pretty. No doubt about that. Jamie loves it. Do you love it? Oh yeah. Right, now let's go inside, see what spec we have waiting for us. Oh, it's just black. That's a shame. I would have hoped they would have done some yellow stitching one, which would have been so nice. It's not a bad looking interior, but just a little bit plain. Let's get it started up, shall we? All right, first start, new C63 with a motion start, like I said. So that actually, it sounded quite similar to C43, that. As you see, it goes into sport mode. It does sound fairly deep. It's deeper than what we had in C43. Let's see what it's like when we drive. But obviously I can't tell you anything about that in this vlog. So yeah, sorry, wait for the full video. Let's go. So Jamie, what's the plan? Gonna work ourselves to the bone straight away?
Sleep.
Sleep? Or
Sleep.
McDonald's. And they think we're professionals. Ha! We have arrived at the promised land to grab a McFlurry in the new C63S, because why the hell not? Let's go in. All of it? All of it.
I mean, I suppose we should be working, but
This is for work, right? Because it's like energy for work, right? Like you need
it.
You need it, otherwise you're not going to function. It's fine, that's how we justify it. Next stop, Askari Race Track to sample the C63 on track and film, well, all of the video. So guys, you now join us after that little McDonald's break here at, it looks like someone's house, but it's not. This is actually Askari Race Track where we started the video. See, we've got a bunch of other C63s here as well. See, we've got a whole setup, AMG flags as usual, cool sign for the bathroom over there. And then here's some more specs. This is the other one I can show you. So we've got 3 total to choose from on this trip. You saw the wagon, you saw the Magno Graphite car, and this is the other one. It is high-tech silver with black wheels, aerodynamic package, carbon, etc. Again, quite a nice looking spec. Now, let me show you the setup that AMG have here at Ascari. So this is a pretty typical setup at a track event where AMG will have a base set up. It will be branded up quite nicely, as you can see here. Ascari is lovely. They call it the billionaire's playground, as I said last time when we were here with Audi. And A lot of comparisons to make today, actually, between RS4 and RS5 and this car. And as you come inside here, you can see it's all been rebranded to AMG stuff now. So there's our P3 hybrid system in here. This stuff is gold dust to me because I nick all of this for the VFX that we use later, as you guys know. But it's great to see like the AMG performance battery. You kind of see the inside, you see the cells that they cool individually, which is quite a great innovation by AMG, all taken from F1. Got the bigger turbo in the C63 versus the one in the C43. Yeah, this is our setup here, which is very nice. And then you come along here, selection of AMG helmets and dare I call them head condoms. And out here are where the hot laps are taking place. But we had a good go out here in the circuit of Ascari as well, and I'll relay some of that to you on the main video as well. But yeah, this is the kind of setup that you have. They always have food and stuff, but it was always so much short time. For example, right now I've still got all the walk around to do, which, as you guys know, it's quite detailed, all the interior stuff, a load of the driving section, and I've got probably 2 hours worth of light left here. Okay, it's about 4 p.m, sunset is at 6. So while it all seems like a big jolly, there's a lot of work for us to do, and that's not counting things like thumbnail, B-roll, talking to the experts, getting a further, deeper idea of the car as well, doing laps here. There's so much to do and so little time, and that's really the essence of a press trip. One thing I didn't mention, as soon as we arrived at the airport, we signed what's called an embargo, that we wouldn't publish any driving impressions until a set date and time. That basically keeps it fair for everybody, whether you're print, video or social media, everybody has to do it at the exact same date and time. So I can't tell you anything about what this car was just like on track, except to say that the drift mode was clearly very functional. What I can tell you though, is what I plan to talk about in the video that's out in about a week's time. With a drive video like this, there's only so much that I can script beforehand because of course your opinion forms as you drive. But with this car, I'm keen to know what the final exhaust sound is like, which I couldn't find out in the co-drive because it wasn't final. How is weight and power balanced against the vast rigidity measures that they've put in this? You know, does it handle properly? And frankly, the main point of this video will be, does it deserve that C63 badge? Anyway, I'm running out of time. Let's crack on. We've lost all light, we've got 0 time left, and we've still got to finish 300 things. Welcome to RBR. This is typical press life. And we haven't eaten, that's a lie, we had lots of cakes. We haven't had McDonald's yet though. I'm running out of time, bye. So of course we completely ran out of time, and we're gonna have to finish the rest tomorrow, but we're here doing God's work. Got a load of tackies, Chips Ahoy, stuff that cost too much in the UK. We're gonna head back, hand this car back, and then do the most important part of the press trip, our tradition at RBR, which is to skip the lovely press dinner, which is super expensive, 10-course meal stuff, and go and have a cheap old, reliable Mackie D's. Let's go. So we have arrived at our hotel. There is an AMG unit here to give us our test cars back in the morning, and a key, of course, for the hotel room. Lovely hotel here. Mercedes and AMG always pick amazing locations. Wow, that's a nice room. It's important for me to show you guys this type of stuff, kind of, you know, we have a lot, as you've seen, work to do and short time schedules and a lot of running around, and so it's nice to then come back to a few mod cons and, you know, recuperate a bit of energy before hitting the day again tomorrow. And like I said, they do pick some really good hotels, don't they? Anywho, time to crash and go to McDonald's. It's a beautifully decorated road here in Malaga, Spain. So after all that talk about tradition and Mackie D's and all this shite, I've instead wound up at a Turkish grill restaurant. And Jamie's here having Burger King. Tradition is important to us, and the reason that we skip these things is A, we're dead. He was up, as you guys know, at 1 and I was up at 3, and then we've been working ever since. So a long 1 to 2 hour dinner trying to still be personable with people we like wasn't really going to happen. So we will scoff this shit down.
I suppose it's bad enough putting up with you, so...
It's bad enough putting up with me, so... Fuck swearing. And then back up again tomorrow to finish off C63. But yeah, for now, allowed to scoff. This place is stunning. Look at that, eat your heart out. Oxford Street and Regent Street. That's how you flip and do Christmas decorations.
You see a wild Jamie in his natural habitat.
I can't get it.
Call the police, someone.
I can't get it.
One thing you must understand about Jamie is though he looks like a grown man, he actually has the mind of a child. And things like sweeties really please him. What have you done, Jamie?
Askari.
A week. It's fine, we deserve this shit. We deserve this shit. Keep telling yourself that. You deserve that shit. So guys, that's the first day of the press trip, all done. Loads of work, very little sleep, very little time to usually get these things done. Tomorrow, we're gonna finish the C63S and we actually have to go and shoot another AMG as well. So, let's skip to tomorrow morning. Good morning, my friends. Day 2. We're all coffeeed up. Jamie hasn't got his monster, he's miserable. He won't talk to me. Oh, nice. Got a load of cars down here actually, well, a few left. Lovely blue estate hiding in the corner over there. Thank you for the lights. Beautiful specification, to be fair. My friend David would absolutely love this. He used to have a 205 JSY AMG on Instagram. Gorgeous. And over here, better look at the Iridium silver car. Classic AMG spec, that one. A lot of aggression they've added to 206. Looks so much like GT63. But the best one is this way. And there's our one. Nice. Like it. Like the specification. Looks good in the car park as well. This is important stuff. Ooh, not a bad cold start at all, that. Let's have a listen in the rear. Bit of a low frequency hum. Not too bad at all. Should be worse, I mean. Anyway, let's jump in, shall we? So it's day 2. We had these little welcome things that normally just have the plans of what you're going to be doing in the press trip, but they actually came with a little surprise this time, which I was quite pleased about, and they seem to be personalised. Look at this little AMG family sticker to put on your AMG. I was well pleased with that. At first I thought I was special and they'd given me my own one, until I saw Jamie's one, which was even better because it was in red, which is his favourite colour, which everybody knows. So maybe they are personalised, but yeah, nice little touch. So normally within here you get your full instructions and itinerary and all the rest of it at the hotel, which we usually look at and do that. So yeah, back to it. So Jamie was just helping film the launch control, and he froze his tits off outside because there's a windstorm. It looks really warm in the car, but there's an absolute windstorm going on.
Go inside.
I'm alright.
Go
Yeah,
inside.
I've got so much to do here.
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
a lot of the script's still to cover.
Is that?
You need to get some B-roll outside there.
Wow, is that the time?
Oh look, the flight's leaving. So guys, we've done our filming now, returned to the airport where we're dropping the C63 back. And now, it's not over. Normally we go back into the airport, but today we're not. Today we're going to be filming a new AMG that's actually coming out before the C63 video. It is basically the new S63 E, okay? And we're off to do that in a studio right now. So let's go and do that. So guys, we've now arrived at what is an outdoor filming studio, actually, to do this, which I've not actually seen before. This is quite cool. About to have a look at next generation of S-Class AMG, which is going to be amazing. Like I said, that's coming out before the C63 video, so enjoy that. Once we're done with this, then we're going to shoot off to the airport and we'll finish off this video. But this, again, is just to show you so much sometimes in one trip that we have to do. That includes scripting, planning for those videos, you know, research, particularly with RBR style when we go into a bit of history and the more technical stuff. There's a lot involved to get done in the scope of 1.5 days, but happy to do it. It's a good job. Let's get to it. The outdoor studio with the S63 was stunning. It was open air, the first of its kind that we've ever seen. Normally you're stuck in a boring indoor studio. This was gorgeous, but the sun was beating down, so it was quite complicated to get the right lighting, etc. Now these type of shoots are often a press trip by themselves, in and out on a day, but this has been shoehorned into the end of the C63 trip, and we only have 1.5 hours, which includes talking to the experts, moving the car around, getting all the shots we need. It's a very small amount of time to make a concise video. But we've been doing this for so long, that's the type of pressure we're used to and the type of pressure that I'm happy to perform under. And that also finally marks the last bit of work on this press trip. Well, we are done filming the new thing. Cheers to that. We're absolutely shattered. We're on the way back to the airport and our flight leaves an hour and a half.
Yes.
An hour and a half. We're about 20 minutes away. Yeah, this is normal. You'd probably be really stressed about this, but this is totally normal. Yeah, it's been a good trip. Plenty. That video will be coming first, then C63 Performance Drive. And yeah, this has been a little taster of what these press trips are like. It's not as much of a DOS as some people think. Certainly don't get paid a penny for it, as loads of people think. It's all your own work and kind of what we then, how much you guys like the videos and stuff. How much you guys like the videos on YouTube, and then we kind of get our reward from that. So yeah, I hope that was a bit of an insight. If you've enjoyed that and you want to see more of what we do in terms of future trips, just let us know down below and we'll endeavour to try and do it. We can't normally be bothered to do any more work than we have to, I'm totally honest with you. You know, this was a struggle to document. Like, I had to force myself and him. I'm going to get a beast from him later, I can see that. But yeah, if you've enjoyed it, just let us know. And yeah, see you guys next time.
Cheers.
Cheers.